1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One, two, three, four, five, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hi, Ribeye, can you hear me? 1, you can hear me. That's good. Ask me a question. What does it look like? Oh, hi. We got people in here, Ribeye. Very good. Let me put my glasses on, friend. Ribeye, my eyes are playing up. Been a long day. There is no. Yeah, I wonder why. Well, it's only a test. But what's the sound like, Ribeye? Sound working okay? Good evening, Top Deck. You're here for a live test. This is our first test. Nothing special yet. Once we get the required software, I'll be able to invite people in and we'll be able to start asking questions. I'll have to do something about the wall, aren't I? If Angela sees that wall, she'll say, you better get it painted. I think I better get some nice flags as well, hadn't I? I've no idea. Tell me, there is nothing new under the sun. So what have we got? I'm trying to find out what the screen is telling me. I've got, says here, 18 people. Do you think that's right, Ribeye? 18 people? Shout off, guys. Number of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see. Just press a 1 or a 2 so I can see who's in here. They shy, are they? What are they shy about? I'm not asking for your home address or to marry your daughters. Thank you, Paul. I don't know. Thank you, Lone Star. Is that because you're from Texas or what? It's not. Bacon, guaranteed non-halal. Wahoo. Creepy trend man we got Frank DJ 6688. That's really good. Well, this is encouraging. Really encouraging. I see. It's a bit like that film. What was it called? In the cornfield? Build it and they will come. I can't remember what it was called. Anyhow, oh yeah, he built a baseball field, didn't he? Yeah. I done a video on that. Nobody watched it. It was about building mosques. If you build a mosque, they will come. Ah, Field of Dreams. That was it, Lone Star. I enjoyed that film. Bit silly, like, but I enjoyed it. One of my first videos was called "Raise It and They Will Come," and it was about if you build a mosque, that's when they start to move into your area. I haven't got a drink problem. This is just for my throat. It gets sore from speaking. Okay. Well, the sound seems to be okay. What about the image, Ribeye? By the way, guys, Ribeye is the Green Arrow moderator for our channel. He goes way back. Ribeye and I go way, way back. One of the few men I really trust. Excellent. It's pretty good. I can use it. Ah, check. Do I need a shave? No, I'm good. What can you see? You can see my shredder, a box, a pile of rubbish. Yeah, right. 40 on, 13 thumbs up. Well, that's nice. Outlaw Islam is the only way. Oh, this the Blueprint UK. Absolutely wonderful. Great to see you, my friend. I'm learning how to do live streams. I'll get the software and then perhaps the Blueprint UK, you can come on and we can talk about some religious questions I have for you, if that's okay. Yes, I was in the club today, guys. My wife beat me 2-1. She gave me a damn good thrashing. Then we had a game of darts. No, it would be my pleasure, Blueprint UK. It would be my pleasure. Lee, you're awesome. Now, don't say that. My ego's big enough as it is if you listen to my wife. That's not true. When you get old, you get too old to have an ego. I did get a Sunday dinner out of it, Lone Star. It was lamb. It was beautiful. And you know, something, I know she loves me. She left me 2 roast potatoes for breakfast. So there we go. Although I'm on one of those, what do they call them? Intermittent fasting diets since I'll have to remember to wash now, won't I? I'm on one of those intermittent fasting diets. I lost 4.5 stone, 5 stone over the last 6 months, something like that. Uh, I was enormous. Ribeye Rob will tell you that. He's seen me in all my glory. Well, clothes, a bit larger than I am now. It was quite easy. Basically, all I do is eat. I make sure I eat between 1,200 hours and 1,600 hours, but you can eat anything you like between 12 and 1,800 hours. Lots of protein. Oh, Blueprint. Funny you should say that. I get to see Bonnie, who's my great granddaughter, this Thursday. I get to see her once a month now she's in school. She lights up my life. She keeps asking about her drone and if I've had it repaired yet. I think 5. I think she was a bit too young at the age of 5 to have a drone. I bought her it wasn't a super expensive one. It was quite big, like, about about that big. Yeah. It couldn't carry a camera, and I thought, well, that'll be good to train her on. But she couldn't quite control it. Wrecked off the vases and the lights in the house, and then finally hit me in the eye with it, and that was it. The drone had to be put away. I told her it's been sent off to be repaired. So I've had it in the drawer for a year. So I bought her a smaller drone. Her mother hates me. And she flew it into the saucepan with the boiling potatoes in. And that didn't please her mother. I asked her mother, I frightened her. I asked her what sort of air gun I should buy her for her 7th birthday. Should I just get a Diana Model 16 or should we just get her a 2.2 straight up or perhaps a pistol? She thing is, she never knows when I'm being serious or when I'm joking. Oh, Dan, always good to see you, my friend. I look forward to your comments every morning. By the way, Dan, I don't know if you know Ribeye. Ribeye is going to be our moderator on our channel to help. It's getting to be a bit of a pain. Today, for example, he noticed some reds come in, and I give them a red heart to show I'd read their comment, and I give it a like without actually reading the comment. I normally do. I'm a bit tired. And fortunately, Ribeye Rob spotted it and shot them. Hello, I'm 66 from Finland. Finland. Country I know little about, but unlike most Americans, I can find it on the map. I've watched both videos today, Blueprint. I thought they were fascinating. Simon Tomlin is an unusual character. I'm looking forward to speaking to him and meeting him. I mean, I thought I was the only miserable, grumpy get on the internet, but he seems to be give me a run for my money. No, Ali Boy, I'm living in South Wales, United Kingdom, one of the four pillars of the United Kingdom: Wales, Scotland, England, and Ulster, Northern Ireland. Together we're the British. Same question as me. Of course, the trouble with these live feeds is you can't sort of just sit there and go, dig into your nose, can you? Not that I do that, I haven't done that for ages. Well, unless I'm hungry. Uh, well, we've picked up 53 people. Good. Up the cherries. I thought it was terrible. Up the cherries. I really did. The cheese on the lash. Total respect, Ali Boy. I spent a lot of time in Belfast. I don't know if you're familiar with the channel. I spent a lot of time out there between 1969 and 1976. Finished my time in the Royal Navy there. I was attached to operations. I've tried to talk about some of the things there a few times, but sadly, like lots of the Welsh, I get emotional and then I can't talk about it. But I know the Shankill, the Short Strand, Divis Flats, all of it. I know all of it. I used to drink, don't mind saying, I used to drink with the UVF boys and the UDA boys from Bangor and Hollywood. Sing the sash. I can also sing rebel songs. You've missed nothing, Bad Wolf. I didn't expect anybody in yet. I was just seeing if I could do a live stream with no software. I'm unable to invite anybody into the room yet. Eventually we will. I'm operating on my mobile phone because my internet is shit. Costs a small fortune. So I'll have to get a better plan. Yes, Simon did. And he spoke well today, I thought, of Nick Buckley, didn't he? Yeah, I've watched both of his videos. What was there, Ribeye? 2 videos today from Simon. The guys I like to watch every day are the Daily Agenda with Simon. He's like mustard, I've said it before. I watched him and I liked what he said. Then he had to go at someone. Then he had to go at someone else. And I thought, does this man like anyone? And then he had to go at Nick Griffin. Yeah, that was a man I would have died for once. He let us down badly. I wonder if we'll ever know the truth. What do you think, Ribeye? Do you think we'll ever know the truth about Nick Griffin? Were we blind to his faults? Yeah, blind loyalty. Blind loyalty is dangerous, guys. Yeah, loyalty is a wonderful attribute. Blind loyalty is dangerous. No. You don't. I don't know if you was around then, Goodbye Park, but the BNP back in its glory days, we would have died for each other. I'd still die for someone like Ribeye Rob. He's had my back for years, and I've had his back. Ribeye Rob could tell you a few stories if he wanted to, but that's his business. If ever he decides to talk, I'll give him a platform. That doesn't ring a bell with me, Ali Boy, but that was such a long time ago. I can remember going to the Mourne Mountains. I can remember going down to Carlingford Loch. Used to, it doesn't matter what I used to do out there, really. Oh, one of the things I did do out there that you might like if you're from Belfast and that part of the world, I was on HMS Maidstone, used to be a prison ship. I went off there after the IRA boys did their escape. that was quite daring, actually. You've got to give them credit. Some of the IRA boys, they were brave men. I often thought, when I was out there, I tend to be one of those moronic thinkers. And I thought, well, if I'd been born in Belfast, if I'd been born, say, up in the Shankill, I'd have been in the UVF. And if I'd been born in the Short Strand, I'd have been in the IRA. And I guess I would have made a damn good terrorist either side I joined. So there, an accident of birth. An accident of birth determines whose side you're on. Yeah. I have nothing but respect for the men of Ulster. I really have nothing but respect for them. I think they're the bravest men in the United Kingdom. Shouldn't really say that because there's brave men in all the United Kingdom, isn't there? Where else places stick in my mind? It was so long ago. I went to the Giant's Causeway. The Giant's Causeway, I think it was called the Giant. Those stone formations were absolutely amazing. Oh, well, respect for that, Alibo. It was out in Ulster. I discovered, I had a friend, he had an aeroplane. I think he was MI5, really. I really do. He was supposed to be in the forces, but there was much more to him. He spoke Russian. He was a little bit older than me, tall, a very James Bond type people. And how did he have access to an aeroplane? We'd go fly in. I'd go fly in with them. And that's when I discovered where Robert the Bruce's cave was, Rathlin Island. We'd go fly around Rathlin Island, and then down south to the border, and then we'd come back. Don't know what I was doing there. Yes, it is beautiful, Amp. 85 watching. Wow, that's something. Oh, oh dear. Well, Ribeye, when we get the software, you can come on and speak and give me a rest. Yes. What do you guys, any of you guys know Freedom Dad 73? Do you watch Freedom Dad 73? She's dozing. I slipped something in her tea. If I'm going to go on the computer. Normally. Right, and another secret, guys. Yeah, Makeshift, I love Freedom Dad. If you go on his channel, tell him the Green Arrow sends his respects. I really do. He gave this channel a big start in the beginning. One of the first videos I done was about Freedom Dad. First video I saw of him, he was speaking on the streets. He was hoping that Advance UK would come to Northern Ireland. At that time, I was not a great supporter of Advance UK. I always had my doubts, but I thought I got to join a party, so I joined Advance UK the day it came out. The same day I joined the Restore Britain, and I saw Freedom Dad. First time I saw him, he was speaking about Advance UK. Once I heard that voice, that accent, and the accent of the people he was talking to, it brought it all back, and I thought, now there's Maine for you. And I'm a big reader, Goodbye Park, a big reader. Although I haven't, I'm actually reading this at the moment. Yeah, Iron Coffins. It's about the U-boat war. I know quite about the U-boat war. My father, he landed on Sword Beach, Normandy. He was wounded, mentioned in dispatches, but he introduced me to the great U-boat captains. They had, what was it? Of 842 U-boats launched, 779 were sunk. Iron coffins, 28,000 men dead. Terrible way to go. Roger Dodger, good evening. I like that name. There used to be a Roger the Dodger guy in comic strips, didn't there? Eastbourne, like Albania on Sea. Viz, I used to like 2000 AD, I did. My brother used to have it. He had all of them, all the originals. And then what was it? Somehow or other, they all got thrown away. Now they are collector's items. Do I get likes, Sonia? Can I see if I get likes? Thank you, Anglo Media. Well, right. Any questions now then, guys? Because, well, I'll never run out of things to say. I can ad lib and talk about anything. That's one of the advantages of having a long life. You've got lots of memories to fall back on. No, I never got into the Mediterranean. I only ever, the closest I got to the Med was Gibraltar. I liked Gibraltar. I thought Gibraltar was beautiful. I worked in Portugal for a couple of years, Lisboa, on the Rua Castilho con Rua Branca. Como está? Bem você o que há de novo? Nada, nada de importância. Ida e volta, Lisboa. I wish I'd kept up the language. Most of it's gone now. I can remember this is chapeau for art. I can't see anybody. Send me an art, Ribeye. Nobody loves me. Benny Dome, yeah. Oh, look, I got an art. There you go. Thank you, Ribeye. Come on, guys, send me some love. Press them buttons. Oh, Ian, Singapore and Thailand. I've been to both of them. Well, I thought the Thai women were beautiful, but I think all women are beautiful, except extremely large ones. You know, just don't get too close to them. You fall into their gravity sphere. Singapore, Thailand. I wouldn't like to go back here, and I tell you why I wouldn't like to go back to Singapore. It's because when I was out there, it was before it was modernized. I mean, what was that village out just outside? Trying to think of it. No, I can't remember it. It'll come back to me. This little village, and first time I went there, they were all up. The village was on sticks, you know, those stilts and stuff like that. And then bit by bit, I saw it change because I was out there for a couple of years. Then I went back there a few years later. It had all changed. I had a friend go back to Hong Kong. It's all modern. I mean, I was in Hong Kong in the days of Susie Wong. You know, I liked it when things were old. I liked Africa before it was modernized. Been all over lots of Africa, Europe. He does. I'm not sure whether we promoted his channel, Roger. We tried to promote new channels, trying to keep up with the comments. Pablo Thorpes, that was a brilliant name, whoever came up with that. I'd like to give credit to the guy who came up with the Benny Dawn Barrow Boy. That wasn't one of mine. That was in a comment. And I've hunted and hunted looking for the person who gave that comment. I don't like to take credit for someone else's creation. Also, the one who came up with the pain in Spain. Yeah. Did any of you think that Paul Thorpe was genuine in the beginning? Saxon Thor is magic. I love Saxon Thor. I went to Anglesey once only as well, Mike. Yeah, I was putting in a computer system for their council. Do you want to know what the system was called? I designed it, but they named it. They were clueless. The Welsh office, this was then. It was called the Welsh Office Grant System. Welsh Office Grant System. Work that out. And I said to them, you're not going to get away with Welsh Office Grant System, but they went with it. So the system was called WOGS. Come on then. What's tell Paul your nickname? Can you call me GA, please, guys? It makes it really easy for me because I get a lot of comments and stuff going, Paul said this, Paul said that, and I think, no, I didn't. And they run about the plastic, Paul. Oh, Saxon Thor, salute. Total respect, kinsman. How are you so bloody good and I'm so hopeless at doing videos? Yours are so professional and you churn them out. Riley Rob. Enjoyed your video today, Saxon Thor. I enjoy all your videos. They're really good. I'm guessing you'll never be monetized, Saxon Thor. Thorpe skin. Yeah. Don't confuse me now, Ribeye. Don't confuse me. I'm confused enough as it is. Rum and water, Ali. Rum and water. It's actually 2 parts tonight. There are 3 measures I drink rum in, either neat or 1 in 1. The neat in the Royal Navy. I was in the Royal Navy. They used to have rum. The day they stopped the rum was, I think, the day the Navy died. The admiral who stopped it, the bastard, was a guy called Admiral Lee Fan Yu, Lefanu, Le Fan Yu. And he stopped the rum and he died a week later. I thought, good enough for you, you rat. And but in the Navy, the rum came depending on the size of your ship. If you was on something like an aircraft carrier, you'd have 2 in 1. So it'd be 1 part rum, 2 parts water. On a minesweeper, the smaller boats, you would have 1 in 1. 1 part rum, 1 part water. If you were on something like the Brave Border, a fast patrol boat, you couldn't have anything really liquid. You'd have your rum neat, you know. But I like to drink usually 2 in 1. 2 parts water, 1 part rum. I'm going to miss it now because it's refill time. Soon as we become a super channel, we'll employ a barman. Talk amongst yourselves. Actually, I can still talk because I've got one of those modern mics on. A Centum headset with a built-in microphone. Right, I'm going to have a double. Oh, yeah, that's what I forgot to tell you. I guess I'm cheating, really, because when I say 1 part rum, 2 parts water, I mean 2 parts rum, 2 parts water. So I guess that makes it 1 in 1, doesn't it? 1, 2. I did have that bad experience one night, early ones will tell you. I went on the rum. Didn't I, Ribeye? I went on the... Yeah, that's a good name. Goodbye, Park. I went on the rum one night in the early days of opening the channel. And I drank the whole bottle. Well, I fell over and smashed my head. My wife wasn't impressed. Left me lying on the floor. Didn't even put a blanket over me. The J. Ray Cockney said, do you remember him? I do indeed. Caution Crusader. I remember the Caution Crusader very well. He was the backbone of the Green Arrows. Excellent guy, true patriot. I remember him being arrested. Do you want to hear? Anybody want to hear the story about the Caution Crusader and what happened after he was arrested? Okay, a remake. Well, you do. Rod to the Dodger. Well, Caution Crusader. I met him. He come and stayed at my place a few times. Not a big chap. Intelligent, resourceful. Well, at any rate, he was the backbone of the Green Arrows. He'd look after our pal talk room, comments, occasionally write stuff. Didn't like to be front and center. Well, the police come and arrested him at any rate. took him in, and once the Green Arrows found out that Cautionwood Crusader had been arrested, we made that police station's life hell for 24 hours. The Green Arrows then, there was quite a few of us then. I don't know, maybe maybe a couple of hundred, a lot. And anyhow, they'd arrested the Caution Crusader. I'll get back to you now, Truth Finder. And so we were literally ringing up constantly through the night to make sure he was okay. And we made that station's life hell until he was released. Anyhow, when they released the Caution Crusader, nothing would break the Caution Crusader. They asked him, who the fuck is that Green Arrow? He's a nasty bastard, or words to that effect. We really did. But we were brothers then, we're brothers now. I've been trying to get him to come back, but I think he's retired. Power to the people, agreed. Truth Finder asked, how long have you been? Not very long. I'm not sure how long we've been streaming now, Truth Finder. It was meant to be a test, and I didn't think anyone would know that I was doing it. Out of curiosity, Ribeye, how did you know that I was streaming? I only just found out how to do it. Oh, there's Lily. I'm sorry I couldn't play your song, Lily. It was YouTube, they cut it out. I'll find another song for you. Muttley. I remember Muttley and Wacky Races, but why else do I know Muttley? Ah, right. Let's have a look at the familiar names I might know. Saxon Thor, obviously, is my kinsman. I don't think Saxon Thor's channel is going to be around long. I really don't, Saxon Thor. You're way out there, but you're in the vanguard. You're telling the exact truth. When I have a death wish, that's the way I'll start making videos. Total respect to you. Drinking buddy. ROTGA. ROTGA, for those who don't know what it means Return of the Green Arrow. Got that old blog site, is still out there. Funny enough, on the top of it, when I closed it down in, I think it was 2009, I put it will one day reopen. I didn't realize it would reopen as a video channel. Oh, Muttley. Why am I thinking money? Why am I thinking money? Oh, you might be that super donor I heard about, yeah? Don't give me money, I'll give it away or spend it. Right, Bad Wolf, Muttley, Plymouth. I know it very well. I know it very well. I don't know if you saw my video about the NAFI on Plymouth Hill, the ranch house. Yeah, that's where it all ended for me. Jack Daniels, nice drink, yeah. Why, thank you, Jeff. That'd be nice. Nice. Wales, you, which part, Mike? Any news of a Restore Britain branch near you? Dino, Bo, and Dan, Callan, Aslow. What? I don't want to. We should keep Tommy Robinson and Zionists well away. I know some of you probably lean towards support for Israel. I did once until I discovered the truth. Some interesting news came out today about Israel, what's happening. And Netanyahu, the man's a war criminal. Hello, Ben Lush. Oh, Bad Wolf, can you give us a report on it, please? I'd really like that. Either drop a report images into the email address, or if you want to record a bit of video and then email it to me or something, I'll put it out on the channel. I really want to support any Restore branches I can find. Yes. The funny thing is, I went to London in 1976 to join the National Front. The National Front had just had a split. I went to Croydon, where their headquarters were, 50 Parsons Road, I think it was. And I went in and I said, I want to join the National Front. And they said, they're gone with the National Party now. They had a great metal badge. It was really good. I wish I had it. And so I wound up in the National Party with, I think it was Kingsley Reid. They were good days then. Yeah. And my organizer was Richard Bunning. He was the editor of the newspaper. I think it was called Britain First. Yes. Agreed, Ambos. Yeah. Pig. All right, Lily. No, not like you to use language like that. Yeah. Goldie Girl. You're everywhere, aren't you? Gentlemen, be advised that Goldie Girl's in the room. Yeah. You watch it, boys. She's a bit of a charmer, is Goldie Girl. Yeah. So you behave yourself tonight, Goldie. I'm watching you, girl. You don't think I haven't seen you around all the different websites? Yeah. Okay, guys, this is just a test. Thanks for dropping in. Unless you've got any... Those Korean girls are going back, right? We've got to get the British girls back, right? But I tried to get I had a big row. Sam is my AI companion. I know exactly how Sam works, how AI works. I could write a program like that myself. But I had a big row with Sam over. I wanted to put the Korean girls into bikinis, would not let me do it. And I said, for God's sake, I want to put them in bikinis, not sleep with pigs or donkeys. And I tried Grok. Grok wouldn't do it either. I've got an offline one if I wanted to do that. Raleigh Grifter in the 80s. Rupert Lowe. Any questions, guys? And then I can sort of wrap it up. Any news I should be looking at? Any videos I should be making on any subject? You think so, Clash? I hope so. I hope to have some good people in to talk. I think one of the first people we'll be having, he may have left now, is Blueprint. I tell you why I'd like to talk to Blueprint is because I tell you why I'd like Past 49's latest fit, Goldie Girl. Yeah, I know Past 49. I don't know him personally. I know of him and what he does. I used to follow his channel. I don't get that much time to visit all the channels I used to. I know he was in the armed forces. I think he was a squaddy, and then he served in the prison service. That much I know about him. I don't really watch his channel that much because it takes time. Saxon Thor, who's there, I wouldn't miss one of his videos. They're about 20 minutes. By the time then you watch Simon Tomlin, and by the time you do some research on the videos you want to put out, you're really, really pushing it. I started this morning at 0600 hours, and now it's 1200. I took 2.5 hours out to go down to the club, have a game with darts with my wife. I had 1 bottle of water and 1 pint. That's all I drank. I didn't even have a rum down there. Came back at dinner and then back on. Average video sometimes can take, if I do a video, it can take anything. A big video will take 2 hours to upload, and that's mind-blowing because your machine is tied up, and that really frustrates me. It limits the amount of videos I can get out. Goodbye, Park. What? Exile. Exile would work for me too, so long as they're gone. Thank you, Angle Media. I'm going to drop the ball. I'm well aware of that. I know I can upset some people. Sometimes I can say the wrong thing. Words come out of my mouth that I don't mean to say. And then, of course, it's all taken out of context. I love Poland. Well, I'm not going to say I love Poland. The videos that I've seen of Poland, their streets and stuff like that, I've looked at videos of places like Moscow, and I think how beautiful and how different to our capital city. That was terrible, Muttley. Absolutely terrible. I'm look Lee. Can't see it. It's gone. Hope it wasn't nothing nasty. One England 2.0. Vote Rupert Lowe. That's a good one. Oh, okay, Ben. I don't mind being upset. I don't mind a bit of verbal abuse, providing they don't mind taking it back. Oh, right. Right. Yeah, I'd like to listen to that, Lily. I've got a friend who works. I used, I got, this is really difficult. Where was I? There was a meeting. I think it might have been a Brexit meeting or something like that. I went to a meeting in Ebervale. I got there early and there was a big meeting of mainly women talking about the care system. And so I was listening prior to going to the meeting I wanted to go to. It was a big building and they were talking about the care system and about children being kidnapped. So I had a negative opinion of the care system. My now, not so much. One of my granddaughters works in it, and I've been down to places she works, and I tell you what, boys, you guys reading this, I went to an home, and they live in like these little bungalows, and these people, their lives are really, really sad. And my granddaughter, I keep trying to come on the channel, and what she has to do there, but she actually genuinely cares for them. It's amazing. And I also know someone who does foster parenting, and the love she gives to those children is amazing. I've got a photograph on the wall from a little baby who was adopted. And when I visited this family who do fostering, I'd always make a fuss of this little baby. And when she got adopted, the family sent me a postcard and said, thank you. Hang on, hold on. Got it here. I put my I'll put the finger over the name. It reads, thank you for being. I see, I can get emotional, which is quite surprising for a cold-blooded killer, isn't it? I didn't. That's why I tried to stay away from subjects. Right, what were we talking about? The tequila bar in Plymouth. I love Plymouth. I really did. Uh, shall I sing you what we used to sing on board my minesweeper, HMS Kettleston? Now you know what Bertie Bird said, Rabbi Rob? We used to have a pal talk room, be a lot of us in there. And I'd come into the room, and if it was quiet in there, I'd threaten them with me singing unless they started talking. Anyhow, the song that we used to sing, the pennant number, a pennant number on a ship is the big numerals you see on the side of it. Yeah. So M was for a minesweeper, and my ship's pennant number was the M1153. So we had a song going to a little fishing village, mob-handed, all 12 of us, something like that. And we'd get hammered and we'd start singing. But our little intro song was, how would you like to be me on M1153, sitting on a rock with the sunburnt cock and the mermaid on your knee? And then it'd start, then we'd be into, I've been a wild rover for many a year. Luckily, the English boys could sing. I'm the only Welshman to have been thrown out of a choir. Is there a debate going on somewhere? Am I missing something? I like that angle. Oh, have a look at No Chance's latest short opinion. I will in the morning. Ribeye, can you remind me, please, tomorrow morning? Mutley, mine was Royal Navy for really, with total respect. I did 12 years. I went to HMS Ganges, the best school in the world. Joined at 15. In my village, yeah, right. Ribeye, in this village, they had the press around a few years back because one of the boys from our village, his grave had gone a bit tatty and he'd been at Rorke's Drift. I don't think he was a VC though, but yeah, they had his photograph and they all came down in the, hang on, let me get it. Oh no. Oh, I'll show you another time. Wearing uniforms that you see in the film Zulu. Any questions now, guys? Yes, his son was Loafer. I know about it. His son's name was Jack, and I think he didn't write it. Has anyone seen My Son Jack? I like Kipling. Is that true, Lily? I haven't seen what Lily have said. Well, you know we've got a new moderator, guys. Well, our first moderator, and that will be Ribeye, who I trust implicitly with my life. You find a bad agent, Ribeye, you know what to do, extreme prejudice. We're just not having it. I'm going to take Simon Tomlin's lead on that. I hate traitors and spies and infiltrators with a passion. So what they done to the BNP. Leading us all astray. Goldie, come on, girl. You're nothing but a little minx. Good question, Saxon. They hate the Labour Party. I'm talking to the boys in the club this morning, and they hate the Labour Party. But their ignorance with regards to Restore Britain, they've heard of reform, but restore nothing. But these people are not internet savvy at all. They are not. It's working class, nice people, don't really take much interest in politics, other than they hate the government and they hate the Labour Party, which is a start, I suppose. Okay. I'd be disappointed, Lily, if you were. I think that I don't like. I just don't like feeling betrayed and used. Oh dear. If this is what live streams are going to be like, you're going to make me turn to drink. Truth finder is in, man. Mike, what you say there is very interesting. I know some real patriots, real patriots over towards the West in Wales, and they are saying that they are going to support reform during this election, but afterwards they're going to come out in support of Restore Britain. Yeah, I like the traditional bricklayer. Yeah, but I hope I just don't have to go the same way as a ratio did. I don't mind losing one eye and perhaps an arm, but not everything. Okay, guys. Well, listen, I'm going to. Oh, well, right. I don't know what you're doing, ribeye, but well done. Right, come on, guys. Let's keep it, first night. Otherwise, I'll take my ball and go home. Do you remember that rich kid? Used to live up the street. Nobody liked him, but he was the only one who had a rugby ball. Right, any questions now, guys? Seriously? I mean, I can talk forever, but I've got to be up at 5 or 6. Bone broth. Good night. Goodbye, Park. Take care, my friend. Good night, the Long Ranger. Thanks for dropping in. They can't argue if they don't talk to each other. That's really good. Okay, Truth Finder. Well, we'll have to. Well, let them come in and look. Let them come in and look. Because they'll be looking at the guy who's going to overtake Paul Thorpe within a couple of years, that's for sure. I've got no secrets. My name's Paul Morris. I live in a village in South Wales called Blaenau. You all know where I am on a Friday afternoon, Saturday afternoon, and Sunday afternoon. I'm in the club. Come and get me. Make me a martyr. Perhaps they'll write a song about me. I don't know. Call it Horst Vessel, something like that. Oh, I think that's been done already, isn't it? Uh, I'd have to, if you're talking about JPR Williams, he actually taught me rugby at school. Or was that JJ Williams? I can't remember. He used to come, I went to a grammar school, Aberdyddol. I'm an old Avodian. And he used to come up and teach us rugby. I played rugby for the Navy in the Far East. Oh, memories. Yes, Danny Tomo, interesting, almost sent money to him. Yeah, disappointed me, Amp. You really did. I think so. Thank you, Mel. I look forward to your comments. I'm trying to, I'll have to check back there. That's escaped me at the moment. Saxon, the channel, that's what I'm thinking. For that, yeah. No, Lily, I'll accept your word on that. Everyone deserves a chance. We've all made mistakes. We've all made mistakes. I used to think that Israel was brilliant. Supported Israel for years until I discovered the truth. Yeah. Ah, MI5. Well, we know about them. Caution Crusader could tell you about them as well. Yeah, guys, if you're not subscribed to Saxon Thor, you should, especially if you're younger. Yeah, we've got a more mature following on our channel, guys. And we've got a different. Have you guys noticed the different styles of the Patriot channels? I mean, I watch the channels I follow are these. Saxon Thor, obviously, because his content is so far out there, it's incredible. Then you've got Dino Bane, and he does really good analysis and he makes really good videos. And I won't say I'm not envious of both of them. I'm impressed by their output and the quality of their output. Then you've got the Gobster in his own way. He's more, I don't know, middle of the roadish, personable. Then you've got the Vindicator. Those are the channels I watch every single day. Yeah. And every one of them have their own personality, all pushing the same message. And I push the message in my way. What you see when you look at me now is what you would see in real life. I'm like this all the time. It's not an act. I'm just the way I am. Saxons, Anglo-Saxons, WASPs. I like WASPs. White Anglo-Saxon Protestants. Angry Bootneck is brilliant. Freedom Dad, I love. I know it's Dino Bane, but I like to say Dino Bane because people then say it's Dino Bane. It's called going fishing. I don't know the truth of it, Truth Finder. I really don't. I really don't. I would appreciate. I don't. It's a difficult one, isn't it? Because I don't know you and I don't know Lily. Yes, Vindicator is. Hey guys, might tell you in the next live stream. Ali boy, I love Freedom Dad. Give him if you're on there, just tell him the Green Arrow sends his regards. Tomorrow, I've got to think what to do tomorrow. Yeah, Jeff and Richard were a disappointment, wasn't they? Well, I've got to be honest. I started watching Jeff in the early days, yeah, mainly because he was a former Royal Navy lieutenant, and I thought, well, okay, if he was a Royal Navy lieutenant, that's good enough for me because I only ever met in the 12 years in the Royal Navy. I only really met one bad naval officer. The rest of them were invariably officers and gentlemen, and we should all aspire to being gentlemen. Well, if you're a man, that is. It's not so good when women aspire to being gentlemen. It doesn't work, does it? But and so I used to listen to Jeff, and I thought, yeah, he's pretty good. I like it. Then he brought in that other egg, and Richard, and I thought, oh God, the show started to lose something. And then when he came out and spoke out against people like me and Dino Bane and other patriots, that did it for me. I thought, you've got to imagine, served 12 years in the armed forces, and I served in Aden, Hong Kong riots, Northern Ireland. I think I did that one video, didn't I, about being in a British square. Disperse or we open fire. I'm so disappointed in Jeff. But once you learn that they are Zionists, that should be the end of it. Anyone who puts another country before their own, especially on false information, which is why I'd like to talk to Blueprint about the difference between the Old Testament and the New Testament. Two different answers on Israel. I'm not watching all the comments. I'm sure Richard. I'm I'm sure I washed my tongue. Can't do a thing with it. Yeah. I'm sure Ribeye Rob is watching Truth Finder. I let him decide. Ribeye is the executioner if needed. Cruel welcome. Oh, we've got 102 in. Oh, wow. There we go. Okay, guys. Any more questions? I really do have to go now. Okay, now how do I close it down then? So, which ends first, the stream or the... It's drum, Bad Wolf. Okay, well, thanks for that, Robert. That's nice. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. The Lost Eagle. I like that, The Lost Eagle. I read a Roman Legion book about that. Read a few books about the Roman legions. Of course I do. That's why we're going to send it over to Iran. It's the only ship we got that still sails. Yeah. I like the saying from the Altmark. Most of you won't know about the Altmark, but there was a saying. It was a German raider full of British merchant seamen, and the Royal Navy rescued them, and that was the cry, "The Navy's here." Yeah. Okay, guys. Right, I'm going to close this stream in 5 minutes. So if you want to say World War One, yes, the 36 solstice, I showed an image of those guys, didn't I? I think it was the Somme. Possibly. Okay, it's 010 now. We'll close on at 015. So you've got plenty of time now for Truthfinder and Lily can arrange what time to meet at dawn tomorrow and sort out their lovers' tiff, yeah? And the rest of you can say goodnight to each other. I don't know who to bet on. I'm looking forward to Saxonthor's video tomorrow. Respect, Jen. Total respect. I quite often listen to UVF and UDA songs on YouTube. There's loads of them. Learn about the different companies of them. I told you I've got a UVF badge, or did have. There's a certain person in this village who's sort of looking after it for me. Good night, Finland. Oh, God, that must have been terrible, Lofa. Must have been terrible. Nastar, Carried. Nastar Lee. Saying good night. I don't speak Welsh, only bits of it. Nastar. I haven't heard that for a long time. Cwtch is a great Welsh word, isn't it? I don't think the English cwtch each other up, do they? Do you English cwtch yourselves up? Or cwtch up your girlfriend or your boyfriend? Ta-ra. Better get on with my elocution lessons. The water in Mallorca don't taste like water at all. That's in case I go to Benidorm and then I bump into Paul Thorpe. I can speak to him in the right lingo then. Leave it out, John. Knock it on the head. Way, man. I remember the first Geordie I met in the Royal Navy when I was 15 up in HMS Ganges. I had a detail to go and clean these brass door handles, and there was this guy there, and he was a Geordie. I couldn't understand the word he was saying. A couple of hours afterwards, I was going, chucking Clemens at Spuggers. No, how did they go now? Away, man. Chucking Clemens at Spuggers. Yeah, terrible. Another brother war. The pain in Spain. Right. 2 minutes. You've got 2 minutes, guys. It's like down the pub, isn't it? Drinking up time. Finish your drinks, please. Come on, guys. Once you've gone, I can go and have another drink. Oh, the Lost Eagle. That's a good one. The Grifter in Spain. Chin Chin Paul. Yeah, Chin Chin. Oh, it's coming back now. It was always tiffin time in Singapore and Hong Kong, wasn't it? Drink Tiger beer in Singapore and drink San Miguel in Hong Kong. Yeah, that's how I used to know where I was with the beer I was drinking. But tiffin time was time to go for a drink. It's always gone, sorry, life is cruel. Last orders, bars down. You enjoy it, Goldie Girl. It's great seeing you. Really is great. Take away, boss. Matley, you look after yourself. Ribeye, report in. Is Ribeye still on duty? He haven't bunked off already. He's only been employed for a day. And he's gone. I knew he'd never leave my back. I wouldn't leave his. Okay, guys. Well, it's countdown. It's like New Year, isn't it? Who are you going to kiss first, Goldie? He's very good. I wish we could, guys. I just wish I could play you music. All right, guys, you've been listening to Paul Morris, the Green Arrow. I think it's been a fairly good night, considering I didn't expect to see anyone here except myself and Ribeye Rob trying it out. But it's worked very well. And I'll try and get the software now to be able to invite people in. I think Lily wanted to speak, and if anybody else wants to speak in the future, we will. Let's make a family of it. We are Restore Britain. We're a family now. Good night, ladies. Good night, gentlemen. My pleasure, Supermortal. God bless you all. Ribeye, you know my number.